Okay, here I am driving home from Dartmouth. This is about May the 27th. Before I become preoccupied with work, or have a period of time where I have to spend more time at work. Some of my free time is coming to an end and I'm going to be busy with work. And I like to go on driving adventures and do stuff, especially just before that happens. So, yeah, this is a day of driving adventures, and I go on a driving adventure with Mandy, but here it is at the beginning of the day, and I'm on my way home from another driving adventure. And I stop at Taylor's Head Beach.
Well, I believe according to the time of day, this is officially just a few moments before sunrise. And this camera was looking blurry. There we go. That's kind of cool. Yep. Here's a bunny rabbit. There's some birds over there. And there's the horizon. Looks like it's going to be a bit overcast for a great view of the sunrise. Well, um, well, here it is. Early morning, around the time roughly of sunrise at Taylor's Head Beach. Taylor's Head Beach. I've seen it written out as both. It doesn't matter. But hey, the sun's coming up. That means I can switch over to my daytime glasses. Driving at night with tinted lenses, bad idea. Sun's coming up, good idea. It's kind of nice, early morning. Sound of avians and amphibians. And this mammal about to head back to his car. And a Aveo. An early morning with an Aveo, listening to amphibians and avians. Aveo, amphibians, avians. Oh, this day has been brought to you by the letter A. That is not really a very good joke. Maybe I should edit that one out. Nobody's watching anyway. Always nice to see bunny rabbits. But it's time to stop disturbing this bunny rabbit. Actually, this one seems pretty content. It's paying attention to me. After all, I am a larger mammal. But doesn't seem too bothered, all things considered. Considering how much of a larger mammal I am. Going back to his business. Looking for yummy plants. Well, it's time for me to return to my automobile, the Aveo. Ooh. Gonna hop around? Well. Time for me to move along. See you later, bunny rabbit. Now I'm ready to go drive into the sunrise.
And so I go home and sleep for a little while. Then eventually I start a new driving adventure with Mandy. And yeah, so I returned home to the place with so very many cats. Go on a driving adventure with Mandy after I get up. I was expecting another one of my friends, Holger, to contact me on this day, but I didn't hear from him. And since he didn't need any transportation, and he wasn't in the neighborhood at the time, I went for a driving adventure with Mandy after returning home to the land of cats to have a sleep. And then I go and try a Charleston Chew Bar, a bar that I tried, and the texture of chewing it, it's just a horrific memory. I did not enjoy that bar. Tasted fine, but just the texture of chewing it was just misery. Just, ugh. Okay, so this is the first time I ever try a Charleston Chew Bar. So, I already can smell like a chocolate smell. You know, it says chocolate artificially flavored. So, I guess it's artificial chocolate? I don't know. Alright, well, it looks like real chocolate on the outside of this thing. A friend of mine recently tried one, I think for the first time, and he said it was full of a whole bunch of marshmallow. Well, now I got chocolate crumbs all over myself. And I'm not surprised it's chewy. But it's a displeasing hard chewy. I guess it kind of counts as food. It sticks around to the inside of my mouth when it finally softens up, but it's got an alright taste, but yeah. I'm not impressed. Not really impressed. And after having that undesirable chocolate bar, here's something that actually was desirable to eat.
Myself sitting here like that, and there. And there we are. Yeah, this part of the landscape is going to change, and I guess change permanently. Always a familiar section of the road whenever going to or from the city or anywhere up this direction. Yeah, you can see the old road here. I think there used to be a detour when they did work on the bridge last time out around that road. But right here you can tell they're going to put in a new bridge. It's going to be higher. The road is going to be higher. It's almost like they're preparing for the sea levels to rise a little bit.
Yeah.
The bridge actually didn't look to be in that bad a shape.
They're doing that because I think the sea level is so high.
Yeah, well, they kind of are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing it to the planet ourselves. Good job, humans. And there's there's where that Toyota Celica always was. And yep, there's where the road is gonna change.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe you should have did this one.
Yeah, that road was always part of the general environment. There's the moon in the sky. Now, right along here, I always found this area in general a very distinct part of the drive back and forth. Don't know anybody along here, but every time I drove past that house, I always thought it was interesting looking. Kind of square-shaped green house. And now I see they were building a piece onto it. So I guess it'll never be the same again. Oh well. Alright, it's a little bit dark at the moment, but the day is coming to an end, and I guess we'll soon be at the part of the trip where we'll end up more or less heading more towards home than anything else. But yeah, this is just a driving adventure of sorts, driving around on, what is it? Yeah, the 27th. The 27th of May, and as of tomorrow, we'll begin being busy with work again. So, a period where I was free of work. You see something?
Buoy.
Yeah, there are buoys out there. You know, so
Pretty close to me.
yeah, I think I saw it this morning when I took a drive out here a little bit before sunrise. Yeah, I can see it. Anyway, yeah, I sometimes like to just go on driving adventures and try find stuff to do that I like to do before I'm going to be preoccupied with work again. Kind of an ongoing thing. This spring, I didn't really find the plant life was coming as vibrantly alive as it often did. Like a lot of the plants are, but half the plants still look like they're still in the process of waking up, you know. But I remember certain years, like a decade ago, I visited the same person, visited her a couple times. Like every year, there was always a time around this time of year when I'd be going into the city to visit her, and like everything came alive, and I'd have like music from Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game, playing on the stereo while driving in, and all the plants were coming alive, and it was kind of like a reoccurring thing, you know. And stuff like that, I often try to go on driving adventures this time of year, and often have, and I'm gonna make this a short video clip because I don't think there's a lot of time on this camera, but hopefully I have a lot of time on my cell phone.
So I end this day enjoying some of the scenery that I enjoyed at the beginning of the day. Um, eh, well, some different, very different, but it was early morning scenery at Taylor's Head, and now I take a quick look at Taylor's Head at the end of the day. So from before the sunrise to after the sunset.
Yep, there's no bunny rabbit by that bush now. In fact, on this screen, as far as I can tell, that bush doesn't even show up in the dark there. Huh. But the spring peepers sure are loud now.
Okay, so this video is almost over. Yeah, there's some still pictures without any audio. We've been enjoying the sound of the spring peepers, that lovely breed of tree frog, some lovely, lovely amphibians making noise in the background. But this day is pretty much over. I like to go on driving adventures, make as much use of my free time as I can before I get busy and preoccupied with work, and we're at that time of year where, I'm gonna be more busy with work soon, and I'm not going into details on that. Just saying, it was time for a good driving adventure. And at the start of the day, I was coming home from a trip to Dartmouth, and went home, rested for a little while, got up and started on a new adventure, and Mandy came along for the trip. And since Mandy is perfectly fine with me making videos on the driving adventures, I made this video. And yeah, so here it is. And lots of nice scenery. A lot of nice scenery on this day. And the spring, this late spring, mid-spring, whatever yeah, it's late spring. Everything's coming alive. Usually, I found the trees and plants and stuff were slower coming alive. Like the evergreen trees, of course, are always green. But I found this year, like the other trees, the ones that aren't evergreen, all those bushes and shrubs and everything like that, were a little bit slower waking up, so to speak, this year. It just seemed that way. I don't know. But that said, it was a great day for a drive, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if so, feel free to check out more of my videos. I have other videos out there, places like DTube and YouTube, and I even put some on DLive, so feel free to check out more of my stuff. Thanks for watching.